Just outside the small town of Hollow Creek stood an old, decrepit manor that had been abandoned for years, or so the townsfolk thought. The house was the subject of local legends, whispered about in hushed tones, especially when the mist rolled in from the nearby woods. But the truth was far more terrifying than the rumors. The manor had once been home to the Abernathy family, a well-to-do couple with 2 young children. They lived a quiet, secluded life, rarely venturing into town. But one stormy night, the family vanished without a trace, leaving the manor empty and silent. Over the years, no one dared to live there, believing the place to be cursed. Some said the Abernathy's had been taken by the spirits that roamed the woods. Others claimed they still lived in the house, trapped between this world and the next. One evening, a group of local teens decided to test their bravery by visiting the manor. Armed with flashlights and bravado, they approached the house as the sun dipped below the horizon. The air was thick with fog, and an unnatural stillness hung in the air, as if the world was holding its breath. The manor loomed before them, its once ground facade now crumbling and overgrown with ivy. The windows, like dark eyes, stared back at them, daring them to come closer. With a nervous laugh, the leader of the group pushed open the front door, which creaked ominously as it swung inward. Inside, the house was eerily preserved, as if the Abernathy's had left only moments ago. Dust covered every surface, but the furniture remained untouched. A thick layer of grime coated the once gleaming chandeliers, and faded portraits of the family lined the walls, their eyes following the intruder's every move. The teens split up to explore, each drawn to a different part of the house. As they ventured deeper, the temperature dropped, and the air grew heavy with a sense of foreboding. Whispers echoed through the halls, too faint to make out, but unmistakably present. One by one, the teens experienced strange occurrences. A door slamming shut on its own, an old music box playing a haunting lullaby, and shadows that moved just out of sight. Panic set in as they realized they were not alone. In the master bedroom, the leader of the group discovered an old diary belonging to Mrs. Abernathy. The final entry was chilling. "They are coming for us. We cannot escape. We are cursed to remain here forever." The words sent a shiver down his spine, and he slammed the diary shut. Meanwhile, in the children's bedroom, one of the girls felt a cold hand grip her shoulder. She spun around, but there was no one there, only the soft giggling of children, echoing through the room. Her scream echoed through the house, drawing the others back to her. As they gathered in the main hall, the front door suddenly slammed shut, locking them inside. The whispers grew louder, and the shadows converged, taking shape before their eyes. The Abernathy family stood before them, their faces pale and hollow, eyes filled with sorrow and anger. "You shouldn't have come here," Mr. Abernathy said, his voice a hollow echo. "Now you are part of the curse. You will never leave." The teens tried to flee, but the house itself seemed to conspire against them. Doors that had once been open were now locked, and the windows were sealed shut. The walls closed in, the rooms twisting and distorting, trapping them in a nightmare. As the spirits of the Abernathy family closed in, the teens realized there was no escape. Their screams joined the chorus of voices that haunted Hollow Creek Manor, and the house returned to its eerie silence, waiting for its next visitors.